All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 4 of the Vlad Mabus podcast. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence. That's right, artificial intelligence. There's just been a lot of, oh God, what do I even say to this? Well, there's been a big boom with AI recently. And I just said, I was trying to avoid that, but I guess I can't avoid it. But yeah, AI has been definitely, how do I say it? There's been a huge boom of it lately. Like everything's AI. Everybody's doing it. It's just, I don't even have the words to describe it, but it's been massive as of late. And it's just insane. But moving on, we're also going to talk about, let's see here. Yeah, in sports, we're going to talk about a little bit of sports today. That almost every university is wanting to leave the Pac 12 for some odd reason. I don't know why. But yeah, let's see. University of Oregon and Washington both announcing that they're looking to join the Big Ten. So we'll be talking about that as well. And also the Union Square riot that happened yesterday. We'll be getting into that. Well, I'll be getting into that as well. I always say we because there's usually, another person here. Well, not usually, but there has been another person here, but Ashley, who again is not here. But, anyways, guys, stay tuned. This is the Vlad Mabus podcast. So, welcome, all you sexy ass people out there to another episode of the Vlad Mabus podcast. And today we're just going to get into it with AI, artificial intelligence. That's been a huge thing as of late. Yeah, it's God, I don't even know where to begin with it, but there's been a huge boom with it. There's Chat GPT and all this other stuff. But I wanted to talk about what you guys think about AI. Should we not trust it? Do you think people are going overboard, like other countries are just going too far with it? Or do you think it's more sophisticated? Just let me know in the comments below what you guys think. So, me personally, I don't trust AI at all. Okay, I do trust AI a little bit because I mean, I'm a gamer and they are in video games and that kind of stuff, but to where it's getting now is just insane. I never would have thought of this, but now when I'm looking at it, the movie The Terminator is going in my head nonstop. Just I see that, what was it, the T-800? The metal endoskeleton just standing there with the gun. He like turns a little bit. That's what goes through my head every time I hear AI. So it's scary. It really is scary. I don't trust it at all. I just can't. The emotions are just bottling up in my head. I can't trust it at all. There's a few things. Is one of the reasons is the term, like the Terminator said, was just sorry. I'm doing the thing again. I'm sorry. Bear with me. I can't even think of anything. What does not compute? See what they're doing to me right now. I don't trust it because one day it could become self-aware. I think it obviously could. It or honestly could. Why did I say obviously? Honestly, I think it could become uh just sophisticated one day, self-aware. And it's very scary. Very scary to think that, one day it, what's not to say it might see us as a threat and try to, destroy us. I know I'm kind of getting out of, context here with it and saying, "Oh, dude, you're thinking too much of the Terminator," but it could happen. It really could happen, and it's very, very scary to think that. And I think that we're just relying too much on it. Stephen Hawking and Elon Musk have both warned us about it, and that it could become so advanced that we're a target. Some things that could happen are, let's see here, meddling in elections, because now they have that deep fake stuff, and that's scary because you don't know what to believe. Also, with AI, if you wanted to screw somebody over, here's the thing. Here's the scary part of it. If you wanted to screw somebody over and say, oh God, let's see, I'm trying to think of an example here. Threatening you or a hostage situation or something like that. That actually happened to, I think, one lady in Arizona that some people used AI and just impersonated, I think, what was it, her daughter's voice? Her daughter's voice, and it just like it scared her because she really thought that her daughter was in danger. Luckily, her daughter wasn't. It was just a scam, but it goes to show you that's scary. Also, identity thieves could capitalize on that. Think about it for a second. They could impersonate somebody like a person's significant other and say, "Hey, honey, yeah, I'm signing up for this new deal or whatever, this new bank. Can I get your social security number?" And they think that that's actually the person next to them, and so they're like, "Oh yeah, it's do 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 do." Next thing you know, people have stolen your identity. So it's very scary to think that. Also, people could get framed. It's really scary. And my advice to I don't care if it's the government, I don't care if it's some software company. Maybe they already have it, but I have not seen or heard of anything. And what I'm getting at is AI detection software. So if somebody tries to threaten somebody else or something like that, then they can filter it through the software and they'll pick it up and see whether or not it is AI. So that is one thing that they should do. So it's very scary to think that one day they could meddle in our elections. They could have Biden say something, offensive. And then he gets up there and says, "Oh, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was AI." Well, how do they know? What if he's just covering his ass? You don't know. So it's very scary. So let's see. What else is there? So that's kind of my take on AI. Just it's dangerous. I don't trust it. And I believe one day it could become self-aware. So Oh, let's see what else is in the news. Oh, one thing that is also in the news. Did anybody hear? Well, of course, a lot of people heard about the Union Square riot. Well, it didn't start as a riot. It was a giveaway. There was a Twitch streamer. Let me pull up his name. What was his name? I can't remember. Let's see here. I'm not seeing anything on. I'm not seeing anything on it. Let's see. Um, oh, what's that guy's name? I can't find anything on it. Okay, here we go. I finally found the article. No, it's not what I wanted, but it was chaos. Yeah, it was complete chaos. Hold on, I'm gonna try another website here. See if I can get it up because that's what she said. Totally walked into that one, didn't I? So let's see. Where in the world is that story? Okay, I'm shuffling through here trying to find it for you guys and seeing whose name is that. Who's the name of that uh, Twitch streamer? Okay, I'm just gonna type it in because whoops, it's a water bottle. I give up on trying to find it. There's other stuff I want to talk about. So let's see, Union Square. Okay. So influencer charged after chaos erupts in New York City's Union Square. Okay. Kai Sinat? Is that his name? How do you pronounce his last name? Kai Sinat? Okay, so yeah, that's the guy's name. He announced over Twitch he was giving away PS5s. And so he told all of his followers, hey, meet here at Union Square and you'll get one. So what did everybody do? Sorry, what did everybody do? What did everybody do? Sorry, I'm just gonna say something else. So what ended up happening? Everybody flocked to Union Square to get a PS5, and it turned into chaos. It turned into chaos, just mayhem in the streets. Uh, let's see, his followers were picking fights with the police. They were completely overwhelmed. They had to make arrests. And here's the crazy thing too: when the guy got into his car to get the hell out of Dodge, basically, there were people that were climbing on his car, completely climbing on his car. I think they were on the roof of his car even. They were not going to let him go. And I don't know what ended up happening, if they were able to shake him off or they finally just let go. I don't know, but that's just completely dangerous for his followers. I'm not blaming him for it at all, but it's just, that's scary. And I'm like, it's a PS5 more important than your own life? Like, seriously, dude. And I know it's a video game console and everything else, and everybody wants it. The police chief ended up giving a press conference where he even said the NYPD did not know this was going to happen. They didn't know anything about this giveaway. And he said that if he would have called ahead of time, they could have made arrangements. They could have put up barricades. They could have had everybody do, an orderly fashion to go up there. They could have had officers there to make a presence, but nothing. It's just was a spur of the moment, I guess, kind of thing. But here's the thing: if I'm a streamer like that, I'm not going to just say, hey, I'm giving away a bunch of Xbox Series consoles or PS5, whatever, meet here. That's just because we saw the consequences of it. just people flocked, and this guy has millions of followers. They flocked there, and then everything got out of hand. So it was very dangerous. Why didn't the guy just say hey to his followers, say hey, and I'm giving away these PS5s. Here's the, if you want one, just put your name, message me your name, we'll put in a drawing, whatever. And I know he has millions of followers, but still, the first 15 people to reply to this will be put into a drawing and the winner will get a PS5. It's that simple. It's that simple. But we saw the consequence of what happened, and now he's being charged. He's facing felony charges for inciting a riot. Yeah, that's bad. But people were, I saw some of his followers were just beating the shit out of a car that was parked on the side of the street. So, and they were pissed because he said, "Oh, I'm giving away all these PS5s," yet he left before he was able to fulfill that. And that's what pissed a lot of his followers off. And I wouldn't be surprised if he loses some followers on Twitch. So I never heard of this guy. I've never in my life. So this was a shocker to me. When I looked at the news, I'm like, the hell happened in New York City? And then I read about it and I'm like, oh shit. So that's really really just insane. And oh my god, I will never do that. If I'm going to do a giveaway, it's going to be over YouTube. I'm not going to do what he did, especially if I have millions of followers. That's just reckless. So, anyways, what else do we have on the agenda? I think not much on the agenda really, except the UFO committee. We want to talk about that. Let's get into that. Now, I don't really want to talk about politics on actually, I'll take that back. I don't want to talk about politics on the podcast. It divides people. I don't want to. I want everybody to be welcome here, regardless of their party affiliation or political views, whatever. So I don't give a rat's ass if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever. Okay, everybody's welcome here on the podcast. I'm not going to go and rant on about whatever. I don't know exactly what subjects they would rant on about, but I'm not going to be that guy. I might get into government a little bit, but it's going to be for like non or bipartisan like things. For example, the UFO committee that they had, which was just bizarre, and I can't believe that they're actually doing that. And at this point, I'm wondering if they're going to have a Bigfoot committee next. That's where I am with it right now. It's just like, really? A UFO committee? It's just like everybody was there too, and they were just questioning them. And it's just like, it's just, I thought you guys wanted to cover this up. You know, the whole weather balloon, Roswell, if that rings a bell. Why are you saying about this now? I guess they're finally admitting, yeah, there's UFOs. There could be aliens out there. Extraterrestrials. So it's insane what could be out there. Little green men. Well, no, not necessarily little green men. Now I hear it's little gray men. So I don't know exactly. Is it the same aliens that keep visiting Earth time and time again, supposedly, as many people have identified them? They're like, yeah, it's, they had this huge, they had these huge soulless black eyes and they were gray and they took me aboard their spaceship and everything else. It's just, yeah, it's scary. Definitely. There was actually one guy, I think, yeah, there was one guy in Arizona back in the 70s that got abducted by aliens. And he got abducted and they searched for him days and days and days. And they could not find him. And they almost gave up. I think they even called off the search because they're like, we don't know where he is. Then one day he just reappeared out of nowhere and was, I think, a little shook up. he might have developed PTSD from it. Who knows? I don't know because I've never been abducted by aliens, and God forbid I ever am. It's just uh like scary. I didn't even want to think about that. I watched there was a video, sorry, not a video, a movie on that starring Robert Patrick, Fire in the Sky, which that was the when he's invaded and everything else, and sorry, when he's invaded, when he's abducted, they do all these like procedures on him, and it's scary. It's and these aren't little green men. They're like, I don't know. They just looked weird. Okay, they just look weird, but they're like putting shit in his mouth, and they put like this tool over his mouth so he couldn't like bite down. It basically like forced his mouth open. It was creepy, very very creepy. So that I watched that movie. That was only like the highlight of the movie. From what I understood, they took him to have a polygraph test done, and the polygraph actually said he wasn't lying. So who knows? I wasn't there. I wasn't aboard that spaceship. It could have happened. It could have not. Who knows? So that's kind of where I am with UFOs. I believe they're out there. I can't, to me, I can't believe that we would be the only civilization in the whole universe. That just does not make sense to me. So the truth is out there. So let's see. This might be a little short of a podcast. Again, Ashley is not on here. Neither is Dr. Arpeggio. Things fell through again. I'm trying to get them both onto the podcast. Ashley's stepdaughter's birthday is this coming weekend, so she's coming into town. She has that to deal with. She's going to be with her family, so I understood. As for Taylor, well, I told him, and we're going to do it another day when she's free. Let's see here. This might be a short podcast. This might be, I don't know how long this is going to be. I'm going to try to stick it out for an hour, but there's just really not, it's really kind of dead right now with news. Let's see what else. Because I already did AI riot at Union Square and the UFO committee. Sports. Yeah, let's get into sports since I don't really have anything else to talk about. Let's see, sports. So yeah, there's a thing going around that a bunch of teams in the Pac-12 or schools, I should say, are thinking of leaving. Washington, Oregon. Now, Oregon State said they are staying put. They are not moving out of the Pac-12, which is going to be weird. I don't understand. I don't know why they're doing it. If there's like what's the word I'm looking for? Creative differences or contract agreements or something like that. I don't know, but it's looking like Washington and Oregon don't want to stick around and that they want to join the Big Ten, which could end up happening. Of course, I don't know if it's going to be the Big Ten. There's a Big 12 too, isn't there? Okay, well, if they're the Big Ten, they either have to have 11 or 11 or 13 teams. They can't have 12 because then you have two Big 12s, and that's just weird. So that's going to confuse a lot of people. So they can't have two Big 12 conferences. So the Big Ten, unless they change the name from the Big Ten to like the Elite 10 or something like that. But it's just insane. I don't know what's going on. I haven't followed college sports. I don't really follow college sports really, because one, I didn't go to college. Yes, I did not. And two, I don't have anybody to follow really. So I don't know. It's just there's nothing really to follow. Now the NFL, on the other hand, that's a different story. So, oh yeah, I was actually going to look at I forgot to look at the highlights of the Hall of Fame game. I didn't watch it, so I was kind of curious. Now, Cleveland ended up winning that. What's the score to that? I can't remember. Hold on, let me see. I think it was like 21-17. Is that what it was? All right, let's see here. What? Of course, I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Where could you be? Okay, here we go. Oh, there it is. Sports. Okay, so we got the Women's World Cup. I think that is. I haven't paid much attention to it. Let's see. As of right now, bottom of the eighth. Philly. Well, in baseball, Phillies leading 8-6. Let's see. Trying to find what are the stats for the Hall of Fame game? Okay, hold on. I'll go to NFL. Let's see here. Still looking. Where is the score? Where's the score? Oh, there we go. So Browns won it. Oh, I was close. Browns won it 21-16 against the Jets. So Browns getting their first win. And man, I still can't believe that we're already in football season. You know, that's the funny thing. In August, I love that football season is coming up. But at the same time, I'm just like, it also means that summer's almost over. So that's the thing that sucks about it. So we got some good ones, good games here. But yeah, there's not really much to talk about, really, when in NFL, except we had one game. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, there's the MLB. So WWE, we could talk about that. So I didn't watch SmackDown yesterday, but who was it? Shotzi actually appeared for the first time since she shaved her head. So yeah, she's now on camera. Now somebody did take a picture of her at a house show with her new look. Other than that, though, she's back. She's looking for Bailey and she's seeking revenge. So look out, Bailey, because Shotzi's a coming. Man, there's really nothing to really talk about, guys. I am sorry. I think I should have planned this a little bit better. I don't know. I wasn't really planning to do this solo, so that's kind of why I didn't plan on this. I wasn't planning on doing this solo, but things happen. Shit happens. So it's kind of it, though. Yeah, I don't know what else to really talk about here. There ain't nothing. See, I'm trying to go over. Oh, we'll do the rage of the week. Okay, let's do the rage of the week. Yeah, once again, I apologize, guys, that this isn't as long as the past 3 episodes have been, where it's been like over an hour. So I apologize for that, but it is dead. It is really dead. So I think the next podcast I will make sure that there is somebody with me. Otherwise, hopefully something big comes up. There will be more news, but as of right now, there's just no news really, except the Union Square thing, but that's about it. But let's see here. The rates. Oh, LED lights. Yeah, let's talk about those for a second. I hate them. I can't stress it enough. I hate them. Now, if you want to use those for your high beams, that's fine. But I will be the first one to admit I hate them because they blind you. They're so bright that I've heard people actually have gotten into accidents because they're so bright and they give you a headache. I mean, nobody likes them except for maybe the idiots that put them on their headlights, but that's about it. There is nothing that I like about them. I mean, I would get some for my high beams, but that's about it. And honestly, I think they should be outlawed, but who knows if that will ever happen. It's just, yeah, no state has banned them, and I don't think Congress will ever get to that. But yeah, I mean, Oh God, I hate them. Like they just blind you. And then yeah, that's kind of my rage of the week. And then okay, let's try to make this at least 30 minutes here. Let's see if there's any other news I want to get to. That's not politics, but let's see. Oh, there's two Union Squares. I didn't know there was one in San Francisco as well. Huh. But yeah, all the pack. Oh, the relief for the Big 12. I thought it was the Big 10. So yeah, I don't know if the Pac 12 is even going to survive. I don't know what's going on with that. I will look more into that, but we'll see. Did I say we'll see? No, I'll look more into that. See what's going on. Wait, what? Hold on. What the hell? Okay, hold on. Okay, it's muted. Sorry, there was a video and I didn't want it to play. Well, at least I didn't want the sound to play because then, that's copyright territory and I don't want to deal with any of that. A feared Ukrainian female sniper, the Russians call Punisher. Yes, that's right. Punisher says women can be especially deadly on the battlefield because a male soldier might hesitate to take a shot, but a woman never does. Now, that is interesting. So there's actually a female Ukrainian soldier out there that they're calling the Punisher. That is like the badass thing I have heard all day. Are you serious? Now, I don't know if she's been called. Wait, it says she's been called a Punisher and Nazi, which I don't know why the fuck should be called a Nazi, but it's probably just because the Russians are just slapping that name on her because to insult her. Yeah. Oh my God. Let's see. My God. Who is this chick? Let's see. What is her name? Okay, I do not know how to pronounce this. I might butcher this name. Evgenia Emerald. Is that it? Yeah, I guess that's her name. Man, this is just insane. Okay, so she's 31 and joined the Ukrainian army in 2022 and served on the front lines. Shit, if anybody deserves to wear the Punisher skull, it's her. That is badass. That's gonna be the most badass story I've ever heard. Somebody give this. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to read more about this. This is God, a female Ukrainian soldier called the Punisher. She at least has 2 children, a daughter 10 from a previous relationship, and another 3-month-old daughter and her current husband. She left active service in September due to her pregnancy. Let's see. The sniper told the outlet that she was 9 and she fired her when she was 9. She fired her first gun and hit 5 targets with 5 rounds. Wow, that's fucking impressive. A female Punisher, that is definitely news for me. I mean, that's badass. I love that. I wonder if they're calling her that because she reminds the Russians. I don't know if they know about the character, but reminds them of the Punisher, the Marvel character, Frank Castle, who is, of course, a vigilante that uses deadly force and that kind of stuff. So that's really, man, that's impressive. I have to say, that is impressive. I need to look more of these topics. So, but with that being said, we're going to get on to our word of the week. The Cincinnati Spackler. Yeah, the Cincinnati Spackler is what's called. And this is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard, but it's when a guy comes in a chick's ass and then she farts it right back onto his face. Oh my god. So that's just disgusting. That is so, where do people come up with this shit? I don't get it. Where do they come up with it? Can somebody tell me where they come up with it? Because I really don't know. I just don't know. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop it here. I think we went 34 minutes, so that's pretty good. Sorry it wasn't an hour. I tried to shoot for an hour, but tonight just was not a night. There was just not enough things. I'm gonna do more research next week to see if we can get more. I can get more topics, so we don't have to cut it short. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and also follow me on iTunes. As for iTunes, I do have success. There has been success. I have gotten the first episode uploaded. I plan on uploading more, but Buzzsprouts like you need to subscribe in order to post more podcasts. I'm like, are you fucking serious? So there's that. Spotify, I'm going to be working on trying to get it up on Spotify and see, I want to get it out onto those two platforms as well. So thank you guys for listening and or watching this. I'm Vlad Mabus, and I will see you next time, hopefully with Dr. Arpeggio and Ashley. Stay classy.